Welcome, guys, to our YouTube channel. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and share, subscribe. I know that I haven't posted anything for the last 2 to 3 weeks. Um, Christmas, it was busy. New Year at the same time, we were on lockdown. So it was really hard for me to move around. I know that I'm working home. and but maybe I just took advantage of the fact that I was off. So I work 9 to 5. Um, do deliveries, and I trade at the same time. And so it was a very good end of the year for me because I was able to take advantage of my 2 weeks off and just kind of chill. It was very cold. It was at least in here, where my location is. Um, as soon as Christmas, 25th, it snowed. So it was at least a white Christmas for us for the very first time. And excuse me, there you go. I just want to say to everyone, Happy New Year, Happy 2021. I hope that you are attacking 2021 with everything, with good spirit, and we're all in this together, guys. I know that it hasn't been the best for the last couple of months. 2020 surely is a once in a lifetime experience where there was ups and downs in each and everyone's life. Uh, as a family and as a community, I'm sure we all struggled to maintain the norm. But here we are. Um, let's be thankful that we made it to 2021. Let's hope that this year will kind of be like a springboard for us for whatever we learned in 2020. We can use it and apply it to 2021. And so that is the goal for me as well. We have goals lined up, and we would like to pretty much hit them in the best of our ability. Obviously, we're not going to force anything. Um, by His grace, that's why we're called Grace Life. We want to show everyone what life can be and what life can look like if we maintain that pace of understanding that we rely on His grace at the same time, although we do our part and we respond to each and everything that, when I say Him or His, and I'm speaking about my faith. So I believe in Jesus. I'm a follower of Christ. That deserves. There you go. I'm if you watch my YouTube channel, you're gonna hear me a lot of talking about Him, and so I'm not gonna apologize for it, but I do respect you. So yeah, um, wherever you're coming from with your own faith, I respect you. Don't worry. But here we are. What I do for these channels is I present to you some of my um, what I've learned in terms of my trading style. And this very moment and today, I would like to share how I take advantage of session candles. So they're very, very straightforward. It's when London opens, New York opens, and the Asian or the other side of the world opens. So that is very, very good to be aware of, and the time frame and the time that they are doing so, and we can surely take advantage of them. So yeah, without further ado, let's go on to our charts. Actually, not charts yet. I would like to just clarify what I meant there. So these are the three major sessions. Surely European London opens at 8, closes at 5. It overlaps with the US New York. It opens at 1, closes at 10. And Asian session, so there's a 2 hour that partially the market closes. When I say closes, it's not technically closed. It's stagnant. It's not moving at all, but sometimes it can be very volatile. So I wouldn't suggest to enter trades after even after 9 or 8 in the evening if you're in the London, UK, or if you're in the UK. I would never suggest entering a trade that way or that time. So you can enter after like 1 a.m. if you're a night person. You can definitely trade session in the Tokyo or the Asian session. But yeah, that's how it is. 24 hours a day, Monday to Friday, except weekends. And yeah, let's go to our chart. Oh, let's go to DXY. I'll just undo this very quickly. Where are my session candles? There you go. Sorry about that. I thought I was prepared. My goodness me. Okay. I was prepared, but I was just, you know, doing some other charts, and so I ended up there. Sorry about that. My apologies. I hope that you are gracious enough to forgive me. Okay, let's do this very quickly. Let's start with London session. So what do I mean with the importance of knowing the sessions? So you should be aware if you're trading, currently trading, planning to trade, or even planning to go back in trading. You should know when the market opens. That's very, say, basic. So the market opens for London 8 a.m. So if we can see here, 8 a.m. and then New York opens at 1, and then where's 12 o'clock? There you go. It's highlighted as well. There you go. What I would normally say is check the pattern. So have it your not lifestyle. Put it in your trading lifestyle. There you go. That's a better word. To look at the way they move in terms of how they open, the 3 major sessions, and how they close. So if you can see here, 8 a.m. opens like this, very bearish, and then New York opens here and mitigate that open that London did. So it's kind of like it equate each other, and so there's nothing going on there anymore. But then if you see where they close, it closes here at the bottom. The reason for that, if you quickly go on the left, that's where the candle, the London open. It does that majority of the time. So if you study how these session candles open and closes, they're very intertwined. They intertwine and they relate with each other. They kind of like touch each other. Not probably the best word to say touch, but yeah, you know what I mean. They like to go and touch the opening, and the closing will normally like have like a connection. Let's put it that way. So if you see here, 9 o'clock, yeah, 10 o'clock, sorry, New York closed, and then if you can see here, that's where they open, that area. Very, very interesting. So you can do this, back test them. When I say back test, you can go on the history of DXY, sorry, previous years and months, and basically check the 1 hour time frame. So that's very easy. If you did it in a 1 hour, you can definitely see where they open and closes. How do I take advantage of this? This is the key part. Okay, this is the reason why we look at the session candles. I'm not saying that you use session candles mainly to do your trades. It's very good to have a lot of reasons why you would enter a trade. This is just one of them, and you can definitely use it, add it to your strategy at the moment, whatever it is you're doing, scalping, swing, or daily trading. It doesn't really matter. If you can study this, take advantage of the movement of one pair, how they open and closes, then you can definitely be profitable that way as well. So there you go. If I can just quickly show, so in this area, this is what I called actually an institutional level. So for me, on an institutional level, is where the opening and closing candles of major sessions, the 3 sessions, are all in one area. So they're not like this one where they're going up and down. So if I quickly show you, like here, it started here, up, ended there, up and down, and then it went down here, and then same again here. In here, they're all stuck on the same area. There's a reason for that. And if you go to the higher time frame, like daily and 4 hour, so the daily, um, the candle that I highlighted here is this area. So it's very good to see that our institutional level is actually also a candle that is very interesting. Why? If you go to the line, and this, remember the daily candle, it is the candle that never created a higher high. So what do I mean by that? So this is an intact uptrend, kind of like pattern, where it's creating a higher high, lower high, another higher high. But then in here, it surely did created a lower high, but it never created a new higher high because it stopped there and then break actually this area. Does that make sense? Hopefully. We can do it again. So this move was doing an uptrend, intact, but then failed, proper failed because it broke this previous low. So if that makes sense, what does that signify, or what does that mean? Well, surely if there's a structure break, then we can highlight that particular area, like see that area there, and then go to our candle. And then we can definitely see that that particular candle is something that could be interesting for us to monitor. And when I say monitor, we can definitely see that that particular candle would the market would like to react to. How? We can go to the lower time frame and I'll show you how. If we go to the 4 hour, we can, I'll take this off now because you now know that that's what it means anyway. And then you can definitely see that in this area, there you go, that's the highlighted area of the 4 hour. Although there was a move here where they were all like institutional level, this is the candle that we would like to focus on. Although we would like to see this as kind of like an area that if they break it, if they break this area, then surely they would go up there. How? Why? I'll show you. So if we see here, there's a failed, so that is a daily candle, remember? But in a 4 hour, that was actually a retest, that move here, this too. But then it failed to create a higher high, and then the market pushed it down. So we can definitely say that in this area, there is something going on. So if I just quickly remove this and instead highlight a particular candle that made the move. So this is the candle that would be very interesting at this point. I call that normally an institutional candle. Why? If you go back to the line, you can definitely see here, that was the failed higher high. It instead created a higher low and then bang, went down there, went down the hill. So you know that the market would like to go back there and at least close their trade because that's the major move that caused this whole structure to keep going down from that starting point. So they would like to close that and probably react to it. And when they definitely react to it, we can definitely take advantage that way. Okay, so we know as well that there was a gap in this. We don't know what's going on here, but that's definitely a gap. And so I normally highlight that as an imbalance. So I call this as an imbalance. So you now have 2 reasons why the market would like to go back there at the top. One, because of this candle that failed the move to create a higher high, and this particular imbalance in the market. It's a glitch, and the market would always correct that, whether they tap, they fill it in halfway, or they fill it in the whole way. But regardless of, they would always want to touch those imbalances. There you go. What happened is, on the 1 hour, I said in our Discord, we actually now have a Discord, guys. So there you go. If you want to be part of our Discord, just follow my Instagram and I can send you the link. And and we can all help each other be a better trader. Don't worry. So there you go. That was the institutional level. I said as soon as they break this area in the Discord, I said they would retest the move that break it or broke this area, and then it will rise. So that's what they actually did. Sorry. And you'd be very shocked what candle they used to break that area. If I hover on it, it is the 8 a.m. London candle. There you go. That is very powerful. Why? Because we know that this is a major player, which is a London candle opening that broke this area. So now you know that the New York will react to this whenever New York comes. How? You just go hover on it. Sorry. And then you would definitely see that this is the 1 o'clock candle where New York opened. And so, having said that, having that in mind, you know that the market would like to go up because of the 4-hour structure that we've said. So now that they've broken this particular area, they would like to retest the move first and probably create more sellers in the market, like, confuse people that they want to go down. I'm not entirely sure how they're thinking this, but definitely whenever they reacted to it, they came down, topped this London Open, and so that's what London did. They reacted to it, came down, topped this London Open, and then New York said, "I want to move up now," and finish my 4-hour move or structure. So after that, if I quickly go back, New York came up and touched the candle. Very easy on the 4-hour. There you go. And as soon as it hits imbalance and kind of like the area where they initially did the whole move, they reacted to it, and they created this particular pattern of the candle where they cannot decide whether they want to go down or keep going up. And so how we would like to trade this week is very interesting. We don't know yet, although in the current uptrend for the market, it is uptrend. Whether it's daily or 4-hour, it doesn't really matter. It is uptrend. But what we would like to see now is them breaking this area. If they break this 2 area, let me just highlight them. There you go. If they break this 2 area there, then the market would definitely be now bullish. Or at least DXY would like to go up. That's what my prediction is. I'm not 100% correct. If I'm wrong, that's fine. We can quickly just recap the market and redo our charts. But definitely if DXY goes up, sell. Sell any US pairs, the likes of Euro USD, GBP USD, NZD, AUD, any US pairs that ends with USD. But if it's USD, starts with USD, you buy. Okay? If you're trading, you should know why. That just means that USD is more powerful than Swiss franc. But in the case of Euro USD, definitely Euro is weaker than the USD, and that's the reason why it's going down. So that's the very quick and easy way of explaining it. But in the end, that's the move that I'm particularly interested this week. I want to see them continually react to this area. Whether they continually go down, it doesn't really matter, because we would know. If they go down, then any US pairs, just buy. That's how easy it is. I wouldn't say it's easy, but that's just the logic behind this. And if you fib them from the top, from the highest point to the lowest point, that is definitely very interesting. Why? Because it hits our 88.6%, which is the highest, so to say, entry point for our Fibonacci retracement. So it's like buying a shoes. You would never buy a shoes 50% off if you know that they would go up and put the shoes in the market sale for 78% or even 88%. So you're only paying for a shoe worth 12% of the total price. What would you like? Obviously, you would go for this and sell at this area. Meaning, if you're trading Euro USD, you would definitely buy at this area. So let me just redo this fib and fib down here. There you go. So that hits 88%. At the same time, there's a liquidity here. It hasn't touched yet. And then at the same time, there is an imbalance that needs to be filled. So I'm very, very curious how they would play out the opening candles in the next 2 to 3 hours. Actually, sorry, 2 hours. 1 hour, sorry. There you go. In the next hour, I'm very curious how the XY and the whole market opens. So 10 o'clock tonight, the market will open. Okay? Very easy, guys. Session candles, that's the important of it. If you can identify where it opens, London opens, New York opens, and how they close, they would normally want to go back and tap those candles. And at the same time, in the grand scheme of things, whether it's a 4-hour or a daily candle, it's definitely good to see where the sessions are, because you can take advantage of them once they kind of like break certain areas and react to certain areas. So you can definitely put in your price action then. Okay, again, there you go. I think I'm gonna end it right there. If you have any questions, please do let me know. Hit that like, share, and subscribe. God bless. Peace.